10 massive albums, 3 pros and cons for each. You are in the greatest video of all time. Do you not feel entertained? Today I'm going to tell you the goods and the bads of these mostly rap albums, and that's pretty much all I gotta say. With that being said, get something to snack on for today's video, maybe some cranberry juice or Cheerios, and let's get right into it. Part 2, baby. The first album I have for you guys today is Let God Sort 'Em Out. And the biggest pro for this album, or the first pro, is the technical lyricism from heaven. Pusha T and Malice both have the pen game of Shakespeare, have the pen game of Dr. Seuss. You know what I'm saying? They are thing 1 and thing 2. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat that in terms of lyricism. The production on this album, and just Pharrell just being Pharrell on here. I mean, there's been a couple bad Pharrell verses on the album, low-key. I believe I heard a couple people say, and I kind of agree with that. Some of the stuff that Pharrell does is a little bit goofy. But for the most part, bro, Pharrell's cooking up, the production's cooking up, and not really a single weak verse or feature on this entire album. And now we get to the cons. And there's not really a lot to point out, but I think that something that's always bothered me about Pusha T is something has always bothered me about Pusha T, and I just can't put my finger on it, bro. Same with Malice, low-key. I don't know what it is. It's not that they're not corny, but like there's just something off about them, bro. And I need you in the comments below to tell me what is off about Pusha T. Why can I not fully get behind Pusha T's music and call him like the greatest of all time? You know what I'm saying? What is holding him back? That's my con. My con is me asking you what the con is. All right. I think also this album is low-key a little bit overhyped. It's definitely not album of the decade like a lot of people are saying. I think Anthony Fantano said it's the greatest rap album of the decade. And I was low-key like, I put my hands on my head. I was like, nah, you tripping, bro. You tripping. Also, John Legend singing on Birds Don't Sing was low-key a little bit too much, in my opinion. I didn't really enjoy John Legend's part that much. I mean, it wasn't bad. And also, the verse on there was so perfect that it was almost acceptable. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I did a little burp. I just ate some Reese's Puffs. But number 2, the second album here, we got Dopamine by Lil Tecca. And the pros here is it is pretty cohesive, bro. The production style, all those songs kind of like flow into each other. Lil Tecca did a good job at that. As well as the flows on this album are low-key pretty good. Arguably great at times. And his vocals are also pretty good. And also, the last thing I'd like to bring up for the pros is he has kind of like a more matured style now, and I can appreciate that, whereas if you like compare this to his last albums, he definitely seems like a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit better. And that probably just happened with age. The cons, this album cover is not as cool as it could have been. I feel like you could have been more like psychedelic with it. I think the Dopamine cover is still cool, but it's not as good as it could be. And low-key, it's a little bit bloated. Like, there's low-key a tiny bit too many songs. And then the last thing is that Lil Tecca always sounds the same. I feel like Lil Tecca can't change his delivery up or something like that. Like, every single time I listen to a Lil Tecca song, he kind of sounds the same. And I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for you Lil Tecca fans who just found Lil Tecca this summer and are acting like he's been carrying every single summer. That's another thing, is this album's a little bit overrated. Like, to death. Like, low-key to death. Y'all drag Lil Tecca to doom and despair, bro. You Lil Tecca fans is crazy. Next, we have Jack Boys. And the pros is the album cover was pretty cool. I liked it. I also think that this album was low-key a little bit underrated, overhated. The production here was gorgeous on a lot of these songs. And SoFaygo got some more recognition for some good verses. The cons here is I cannot get past the name. You know what I'm saying? Jack Boys 2. Jack Boys 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing with this name? Who thought of this? Cactus Jack, I guess. Whatever. Bloated as hell. This album's bloated as hell. And then PBT. The song PBT is just garbage. I don't know what that stands for. Maybe peanut butter sandwich with a silent T or something like that. I don't know what it is. Peanut butter tsunami. I don't like PBT, bro. That whole song is garbage. I think Shine is a little bit overhated, bro. It was an interpolation. Y'all was tripping too much. Next, we got Futuristic Summer, though. And the pros is it's refreshing to hear Atlanta sound again. I really enjoy Atlanta's music. And Metro Boomin kind of brought it back, bro. Yeah, I felt like I was listening to Swag When I Surf, bro. It was pretty good. Production is good, too. And Metro Boomin just seems like a chill guy. That's my last pro. I kind of enjoy Metro Boomin a little bit. I don't know if I should say pause after that, but the cons are This album is way too long, pause, and every song sounds the exact same. As well as this drags down Metro Boomin's discography, because Metro Boomin had a crazy discography before this. And I had a feeling that this was going to like drag it down a lot. And when he dropped the album, it definitely did. Next, we have Starline, the brand new Chance the Rapper album. And the pros are, we got some good, impactful verses from Chance the Rapper. As well as these instrumentals through the first half are incredible. And the third pro is it's just nice to see Chance return to form, bro. It's really good to see a lot of people not be so shy to say they're a Chance the Rapper fan again, bro. Congratulations to y'all. Y'all made it through. The cons. Something is missing. Again, I need you guys to tell me, bro. And also, I don't think Chance the Rapper can escape the cornball allegations. And the second half of this album just jumps off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first half, he had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the second half of the album is just like, I just can't enjoy it as much. And like every single song, it feels like he's just doing too much. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Chance the Rapper gets a little bit overconfident at times, and it seems like it should be more grand than it is, but it's just not. Next we have Lucatron 2 pros. Baby Tron just dropped some crazy lines. He's always a good line dropper. Old Tron is back, bro. Those retro beats are incredible, and Tron's always been good at rapping on those. You know what I'm saying? So those are my pros. The cons is, who do you think you are dropping 23 songs with the same flow, Baby Tron? I can't listen to this song or every single song in this album and be okay with it, bro. I have to break this album down into pieces because 23 songs is absolutely absurd. I can't stand it. And then the song Michigander, I didn't really enjoy that much. Also, no Stan Will. I think that's a little bit crazy. I feel like we could have some Stan Will on this album. It's always good when Baby Tron and Stan Will are teamed up. You know what I'm saying? That's the actual thing one and thing two. I'm sorry, TRD, the other SB. And yeah. 7, we have Beloved by Giveon. And I bet you I didn't think I'd have an R&B album like this on here, bro. That's beautiful, bro. This album is relatable. You know what I'm saying? This album has beautiful, powerful vocals. And this album cover is fire. Those are my 3 pros. And then the cons is, I mean, like, I guess you could say that Giveon be doing a little bit too much sometimes, but not even really, bro. I don't really have any cons with this album. It might be my album of the year, or up there at least. Very beautiful album. Next we have 10 Songs by Q, and it reminds me of Frank Ocean, bro. That's a pro in itself. It's refreshing though, because we don't get Frank Ocean music, so I could say it's still refreshing. And Q got that vocal range, bro. Q got them vocals. Y'all gotta check out Q. Not really a big con, but people are saying it's not original. Or I've heard a couple people say like, oh, get your own style. Bro, it is his own style at this point. We're not getting Channel Orange Frank Ocean back. It's nice to have music that sounds like Channel Orange Frank Ocean. And even though this doesn't really sound like it, he has some like dancey type of tracks, upbeat type of tracks on here. His voice is the only resemblance, like, largely. But like, overall, Q's a really, really great artist. And the other con is it's only 10 songs, bro. I wish it was more than 10 songs. I wish he changed the name to like 11 songs or something, at least maybe 12 songs. The other con is I just miss Frank Ocean, bro. I'm really going through it right now. I'm a little bit sad that Frank Ocean is not dropping music. Next, we have Some Sexy Songs for You. And I don't have anything pro to say about this. This album is just all cons. And I don't even know. It just makes me mad listening to this album, bro. What the hell was Drake thinking when he made this? Party Next Door is just better than Drake, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I listened to some Party Next Door. I cannot listen to this Drake album, though. I think it's garbage. Now this video is about to get... I'm gonna change the name of this video to 24 pros and cons now because I'm mad, bro. We're taking 6 out just because this is garbage. And then the last album I have to talk about today is the album called From the Private Collection of Saba and No ID. And there's a lot to say about this album, right? I think the pros here are it has some positive vibes, bro. There's a lot of good things about this album, like the vibes of this album. Also, the album cover is kind of cool. And the song, How to Impress God, is also just an incredible song. And the last pro is it got me through a 4-hour box truck drive when I was listening to this. I think I replayed this album probably 2 or 3 times. And I did enjoy it, bro. It was a pretty good album. But the cons are, it can be corny, bro. I don't know why I think everything's corny, but I feel like a lot of artists have like an overconfidence that just doesn't like fit right with them. And I feel like when it comes to dropping a studio album, I feel like you need to have a certain level of self-awareness, because if you don't and you sound overconfident on an album that you listen to this back to back to back multiple times and like you didn't see any flaw with the deliveries, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not saying that it's like way overconfident. It's like it's not that bad, but there's just something about it. There's something about it. And I understand, bro, because I sound overconfident a lot. But the difference is, I'm not making albums. You're not going to watch this video 10 times, bro. You're going to watch this video once and call it a day. If I want to listen to this album consistently and say that the album is timeless, it's timeless music, I can't have almost any flaws with it for me to enjoy it to like the maximum, bro. Because the more little flaws you dig into and the more you hear it, you just like, it just digs into your soul, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it just does. So that's just me being a nitpicker, I guess, bro. There's nothing really else bad about this album. I think it's a fire album. I kind of sound like I was hating on the album. I do enjoy the album. With that being said, that's all I really got to say, bro. I hope I didn't end this on a bad note, bro. Let's go get some ice cream. Let's all of us go get some ice cream. Let's go right now. I love you all very much. I'm conflicted, and let's go. Let's go. Peace.